So there's a storm brewing, huh?
It's bad. I don't know how long we'll be on the air. Hopefully, we'll stick around for a little while. But yeah, it was pretty bad out there. It still is. We didn't get it as bad as the South Shore. They got it pretty bad, and so we're just lucky. In fact, my friend Justin, who's a meteorologist, the guy who used to play in the league, he went on live last night after we get done, and like that, he had 150 people watching him because he was like, "Here's what's going on with the storm." So everybody was watching Justin.
They're saying I can hear the wind here. Wind gusts up between 40 and 60. I imagine not here on the valley floor, but in the mountains, I bet.
Yeah, big storm going on outside right now.
Nights like this, you miss Don Kent, huh? There's a nor'easter brewing and a big storm coming up the coast.
It is brewing, all right. Sorry about that. I was late here. I was posting my results. I printed out a couple score sheets, and I went offline, and I played some of my Buffalo Braves.
I saw that you did that.
I had them take on the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Bucks killed them. It was kind of fun, though. Although I keep messing up the stats because I was doing just I created a score sheet, and I was just doing the check marks, And hi, Kenny. And I brought it downstairs, and I put it in the spreadsheet, and I put in everything I wrote down, and I was off by like 4 or 6 points on each team.
Huh.
So I got to find a good way of keeping those stats because I'm enjoying the game, but boy, I'm having a heck of a time keeping track. And it's easy. But I just keep messing it up. And I tried to do it offline tonight, and it's just like, wow, how did I mess that up? Really? So
because all you got to do is keep track of the dice rolls, and you do it after.
You could actually
regular season because it's the same. So if a 3-6 is a 3-6 is a 3-6.
But I mean, it's just easier as I'm going along to say this guy was 1 for 2, this guy was 2 for 3, and then instead of going back and total them all up at the end, I mean, I suppose I could, but
I tried out Higher, Faster, Stronger today, the Roberto Schiavone game.
Okay.
Posted that on that group. Did Javelin.
Oh, nice.
A whole bunch of new stuff today. And how you doing, David? And did the just pulled out the 83 World Championship javelin throw. And so not sure if I played it right, so I didn't record a video, but it was fun.
Oh, good.
I took the top 8, which is what you'd get in the final round, and the top 8 get 6 throws. Everyone else would get 3. Or everybody would get 3 throws, and then the top 8 would get 3 more throws.
Okay.
And so it was kind of confusing because on the chart, Kenny just polished off a cheesecake. Where it says to subtract for a better position, you would actually add to it because it's a distance throw. So you wouldn't, or else the last place person would win. And so where on the chart where it says to add, technically you would subtract for a shorter throw.
Have you figured that out yet?
I'll read it over again. I read it over a couple times while I was playing it, and the game is no longer really in production. Of course, it's a PDF, so I'm not sure what he's going to do. So I got a winning throw from the East German of 87.6 meters. I don't know what that's about 250 feet.
Nice.
270 feet. It was fun. It was, as with all the other Roberto games, it was 3 6-siders and then a 10-sider. Larry says the east of Worcester's coming down. So
it's not bad here on the coast in Beverly. It got a little windy about 4:30 or so, but it hasn't nearly been as bad. It's wicked warm out. You go outside, it's like, wow, it is warm out.
It's 60 out here tonight.
Yeah, but I'm hearing the South Shore got it pretty bad. South and inland got it worse than we did. So I'm hoping we'll keep the stream going tonight. But
anyway, to finish that, we're talking javelin throw. And so and I forgot what else. Oh, so basically it's 3 6-sider die and a 10-sided die, okay?
Yeah.
And so the first 2 die, there's no form to check. Everyone's got a rating, but you don't need to double check for that, as you do in some of the other games. And so you roll 2 6-siders and you add them up between 2 and 12. You get your base result, and then you look at the the third die, and if it's even, then you look at your 10-sider, and then you go to that other chart and see. So
a lot of his games are like that. They have that third die, and if it's a certain number, then you go to another chart, and that's kind of a bonus usually.
So you can improve. You can have a foul. I think I had 3 fouls or out of bounds throws. You roll a 10, you can be done too. So it was fun. It was fun. I wanted to see how fast I could play it. Certainly something I would do again. And what year? Helsinki 83. It was Dieter or somebody. East German. It was East German, West German, and American were gold, silver, and bronze.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, there were about, I think, 16 or 17 throwers, and they range from A+++ to E-6.
Oh, really?
Which means that, so on a minus, you'd roll on the E column, and then you'd keep rolling and rolling and rolling.
Yeah.
And so you'd be several meters short. But, but you can say that Ron Juckett made the world championships, and Ron Juckett was in the game, whether he won or not. So.
Yeah, I played that basketball game today. I was having some fun with that again. My Braves lost. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was smoke. He's playing for the Bucks in 71-72. He had a kick-ass game. He really did. He almost beat the Braves by himself. Buffalo Braves, my new favorite basketball team, 71-72 Buffalo Braves. I know nothing about them, but I played a couple games and I'm having some fun. And hi, Larry. Hi, Eric. Good to see everybody here tonight.
David was learning the Speedway game today.
I saw that. I'm interested to see how that goes.
Yep. Kenny, first athletic championships in 83. Remember staying up late at night to watch after Carson, the highlights.
Really? Oh, nice.
12:30 in the morning.
Nice.
Who the hell is going to watch track and field to begin with? So what else I picked up the marathon today, which is interesting. Is it doesn't look like that one's based on time at all.
Really?
Yeah. Just kind of finishing. Time really doesn't matter too much in a marathon. I mean, yes, you can, they're trying for the 2-hour marathon now, but winning throw in meters. As all of Roberto's stuff is metric. I picked up weightlifting today.
Really?
And what was the other one I picked up? Oh, I got the figure skating thing, so we can do some of that. It was fun. It was fun. Oh, and like I said, all the world championship data, because if you remember, for track and field anyway, we boycotted the Moscow Games of 80, and they boycotted the LA Games in 84. So, so the world championships in 83 and 87 were really the only Warsaw Pact NATO track and field events. So, yes, Mrs. Vitt. Poor Larry, tornado. Oof. Hopefully no one was hurt. I know the Appa Chatter's been having some tornado issues too.
Rob was on this morning saying that the tornado breezed by his house, missed him by a couple of miles down there. So yeah, it was crazy. Robbie's wondering about the weightlift thing. You haven't got to that yet, right?
I've looked at it, and again, it's all, you have a basic form. You go to the table. It's snatch and clean, lift, and jerk. Pardon the bad names. And so I think they're added together. I'm not sure. But yes, so they're rated in 2 different categories. You roll on the table. Whoever has the highest wins. But that's really how you would do it. I'm sure there's a third party of, added form, fouls, loose form, whatever. They're all, once you've played one of those games, you've really as you said, you've really kind of played them all. But again, it's interesting to see how it goes.
It's fun. It's still fun.
Yep.
Today I played some football today. Last night I tried to beat the Storm last night, so I replayed the first 10 Super Bowls using From Mud to Glory. But it was more of a regular season thing, and it really wasn't designed for what I did. But I wanted to play it out anyway.
Kansas City should never have killed Green Bay.
Yeah, my results were Green Bay lost the first 2 Super Bowls.
Oh, I didn't realize that Oakland beat them too.
I think so. Yeah, and it was just the results were just really weird until the merger. When they merged, then it got a little bit better. So yeah, the results were really kind of nutty. And so I posted a video, and I was like, wow, that's kind of odd. And then Roberto actually got back to me and goes, here, try this game. This this other game, a playoff football. It's designed with the playoff stats. So I said, okay. So I played the playoff stats, and that was a lot better. So
you actually got the first Super Bowl by a point, right? You had 35-9.
yeah, my first one was off by 1 point. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was 35-9 to 35-10. But I went back and replayed it, and I think it was more like a 24-10.
Still,
I mean, the teams that I thought would win won. The closer games, a couple of were flipped. There wasn't anything absolutely crazy in there. Because what's kind of weird when I went to roll games, right? Is so like say Pittsburgh and the Vikings. Okay, Pittsburgh beat the Vikings. The Vikings had a C rating, which is higher than the B rating for Pittsburgh, which was weird. So they had a little leg up on the column. So that was kind of odd that going into that, the Vikings, I know they lost in real life, but boy, they were doing quite well here in the season. So, so the results were a little bit better in that. I still had some fun with it.
Never mind me. Keep talking.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Trying to see if I can call that up. Maybe I'll show you the results here while we're just kind of having some fun. See if I still have the results.
All right. So, Robbie, I just pulled up one of the books. They're rated in 3 different areas. Oh, and then when you go to the rule book, they have different tables. So you would read. That's kind of cool. So it's kind of a cross-check thing for the weightlifting. And yep. Oh, now each time you roll a double 1 or a double 6, that's where they go on the 10.
Oh yeah, I did doubles in the football game too. If you do doubles, then you
that's cool.
You get a bonus, yeah.
And you can either get injured, shift to the right, shift to the left, and have an automatic win.
Yep. Oh, nice.
And so,
pretty cool.
And so the number indicates the difference between the average lifting value for the competition and the athlete result. So if the result is -2, you subtract 2 from the average lifting result to get the result.
Oh, there you go. So you go by average.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And so, yeah, they're pretty much all based on average.
Yep. So here's the, if anybody's wondering, here's the results of that. We'll take a look here at some of the final scores.
So 17. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So here's Super Bowl 1. And the actual 35-10, and this one here was 17-13 Green Bay. And then Super Bowl 2, Green Bay won again, 23-10 instead of 33-14. Super Bowl 3, this is where I started rolling a lot of low dice.
Wow.
The Jets won, and that was overtime, I think 6-3. I finagled an overtime way to play this game. So the Jets actually won that one, another low-scoring game. And here, the Vikings actually beat the Chiefs 14-10 in this one. And the Viking, what happened? The Viking ended up getting 2 touchdowns on defense, I think. That was it was crazy how that worked out.
Yeah, and Minnesota could easily won that game, too. They were favored.
This was pretty good here. The Cowboys only scored 3 points, so the Colts beat them.
The blooper bowl, that game was just filled with turnovers, and Baltimore walked it off with a field goal.
Yeah, Jim O'Brien, remember that? I don't remember, but I remember of it.
Right.
Dallas got shut out here by the Dolphins.
Oh God, that's
3-0. That was terrible football game.
Pig ugly.
That was a terrible game. And this one here, the Redskins pulled it out against the Dolphins. You can see the Redskins were rated a C over the Dolphins B. So the Redskins had a little bit higher rating, so they squeaked out a 19-16 win.
So it's one of the rare games that the higher the letter, the better the rating. Then
the higher the letter, the better. Yeah, the higher you go up the alphabet, the chart actually favors you. So if you roll a 7 on a B and a 7 on a C, it might be the difference between 3 points and a touchdown, or 0 and 3.
Big clue. It was 6-3 in overtime. What you saw, the 16-7 was the actual score.
Yeah, was that the back here? Yeah. So my score is all here, and the actual score is 16-7.
So 6-3 was his final, not 16-7.
Yep. Again, 14-10 Vikings, 17-3 Colts. That was pretty accurate. Shutout win for the Dolphins. And then we talked about this one here. The actual score was flipped. And then we have the 10-0 win.
God.
Yeah, that was bad. I was rolling low dice all day. It's just everything was a 3 and a 4 and a 5.
Oh my word.
Yeah, and nobody was hitting the extra die. It just wasn't happening. And then the Vikings beat Steelers 9-3.
So you might want to double check that. Those are really low scoring.
I I'm reading from rating D and rating
Okay.
C. When you roll 3s and 4s, it's zeros. It really is.
Wow.
And then over here, 3, and yep. I'm telling you, I couldn't roll a 10 to save my life. Everything was just low numbers. It just was coming up low numbers. Again, I could run this again and be rolling 10 the entire time and have and have 30 to 30, ties,
wow.
So yeah. So low scoring, very, very low scoring games. Just how it worked out.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's good or bad. Just when and that's why you play these games. You're replaying the games. You're rolling dice, and if you're rolling 2s and you're rolling 12s, that's a difference between 14 points and a half, and that's a big deal. So, so that's what it was. It was okay. Lots of defense. Yeah, I mean, all those games were really low scoring. So I'm not surprised I had low scoring games, but to have a shutout in a Super Bowl, that was kind of weird.
You had several shutouts.
Yeah, but I mean, I kept, like I say, I mean, if I look at the chart, if I look under column B and C, which was where I was rolling from, you need to get a 7 or an 8 to get any points at all. When you're rolling 3, 4s, and 5s, it was amazing how many times that come up. Just happened, And so that is that. But I am enjoying my my regular season basketball. I'm enjoying some of the football games. So I had some fun today. Didn't do too much. I think I actually did some vacuuming today. That's about all I really did.
So you had a sucky day then.
I had a sucky day. I did some vacuuming. So it was like, she's like, can you guys say, okay, I'm sitting around here. Let me do something. Then I actually, we got a whole bunch of, a buddy of mine works at a meat place. We got some meat delivery a few days ago. So I packaged up some of the breakfast sausage and put them in the freezer so we can, so I had to do that. So little stupid things like that, trying to keep busy.
We had to start our grocery delivery for Saturday because that's the next time I can get it delivered. So
you are lucky because I'm hearing people that are trying to order with, the Instacart and all this stuff, and they're saying unavailable. It's just they're swamped. Everybody wants their stuff delivered.
They are so desperate for drivers.
I don't know what's going on down here, but you just can't get an order. You just try to place an order. It's like, no, we're not taking anymore, or just everything's unavailable.
I don't know how many people are driving for them, but yeah. So,
which is too bad because when this thing blows over, that's going to be one of those businesses that's booming now. But when it blows over, they're going to, no one's going to use them again. Everyone's just.
I don't know. I mean, it's been really convenient.
Because I think it is, but I think at some point people are going to want to go back out and do it themselves. At some point, I mean, it'll be a bit.
So, but yeah, so the standard thing: bananas, fruit, perishable stuff, and we've added to. Gilles is seeing some TP back on the shelves here in Pittsburgh.
Oh, good to see that, Rob. Good. I was watching your stream this morning. So far we survived it. It's starting to simmer down a little bit and go out to sea, but it was mostly south of me. And I see that you had a tornado zip by your house, so I'm glad that you're doing okay down there because that was nuts down where you guys were. We're just having high winds. Although I am seeing pictures around here of trees crashing on houses, and that's a little unsettling. But what can you do? And Shipt. Yeah, I'm hearing things about Shipt. So,
how you doing, Dale?
Hi, Dale.
I know that the Instacart people doing it, they're really good. They'll send you pictures. You talk with them all through the shopping trip, and so we're lucky. And so as long as you know that if you're ordering on Monday, it's Saturday.
Yeah, you got to order way out. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the good thing is, and I've talked about this before, is that, and we'll look at Shipt when this is done, is that you can change your cart. Wow, that's a lot of rain.
Wow.
4 inches is a ton. You can change your order until they actually start to shop for you. So all you got to do is just get enough in to reserve the appointment, and then you can kind of go from there.
To get in line, basically.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. It's not bad. But wow, Rob, that's terrible. You got all that rain and
that's
wind.
That's a lot of rain.
Wow, that's nuts. I mean, we get rain here in my street floods, and it's like, oh, geez, what can you do?
Yeah, you get 4 inches of rain here in Burlington floods. Just because the storm sewers can't hold it.
Yeah. No, my street can't hold that either.
Not true?
What's not true? What am I lying about? What am I lying about? Yeah, there was trash bins in your yard. Yeah.
I'm not
I try
touching
to get
other
out
people's
there right.
trash right now.
I try to get out there right away because it starts blowing. Everything just goes everywhere. So even mine. So as soon as they show up, I try to get right out there if I'm home. High winds and raining.
In Ohio. Yeah, and I lived in New Mexico. It was 10 inches a year down there.
In the 30s. It is hot up here.
Oh, Kenny, that's great. She called in the middle of shopping to see if you needed anything.
Oh, good.
That's good service.
Good. So, is that what you got? 4 inches of rain out there?
4 inches down in wherever Rob is in Virginia, right? Not 4 inches around here, but 4 inches in Virginia.
Maybe inland they did because there was a big dark maroon spot over Massachusetts.
It's rained off and on here all afternoon. I mean, I can hear traffic going by and the wet road. So
it's raining. It's just not coming down crazy like it is, you know.
So let's see. What else did I do today? Did a stream. That was fun.
Was it baseball again?
Baseball game today. The Orioles beat the Brewers. I had 54 people watch the golf on Twitch yesterday.
You had a lot of people watching that golf game.
Yeah, that was a record for me.
So, what was I just gonna tell you? Something. Oh boy, I forget right now. Oh yeah. Oh, so the stream. So I did the basketball video today.
Right.
And it took me 3 tries. I just stumbled.
You were frustrated. I remember talking to you this morning, and you were.
I was, and it's too bad because I want to do a good job when I do these videos. I do. I want to do a good job to show off the games. The first basketball one I did, I liked a lot. Come out good. This one I started doing, and I get through the first quarter. I was like, I'm not liking the way I'm talking and tripping over myself. So I started again, right? And I get about halfway through the game, and I'm like, man, I screwed something else bad. I just messed up bad. Right? So I scrapped it, started a third time. And I got through the whole thing, and I get halfway through again, and I had a number error. I'm like, so I paused it, and I figured out my error that I just added wrong. So I come back in. Okay, I just added wrong and fixed. And I get down to the last row, and I read somebody. I added a free throw where there shouldn't have been a free throw, and it just knocked my score off by 1. And I'm like, where is this coming from? And so I said, I'm going to let it go. And then after the video, I checked it out, and I was like, oh, that's what it is. Instead of reading off a column 6-2, I read off a column 6-3. That added the extra free throw. That's why I had 1 extra point in this column and that column, and it didn't match. But it didn't affect the game. But it's still, you want it to be right. You know? So I put it in the description. I says, look, I read from the wrong column, put in an extra free throw. That's why it's an odd number. But, you know, the Braves still lost the game.
I play with All-Star Golf, ASC Golf.
Yeah, he's doing that's a fun little game. It's very similar to Action PC.
Yep.
Thanks, Larry. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. Well, we try to keep it fun. The chat room is really good. That's what keeps us going. Hopefully Philly's okay. Oh, and he says in Ohio.
Yeah, Dale's near Cleveland.
Okay. So is he a Spiders fan? Cleveland Spiders?
He's not that old. He's not Clinton Parks old.
I haven't got back to I didn't do that last night. I said I was going to set up out of the park baseball and set up the Cleveland Spiders season. I never got to that last night. I don't know what I did after we get done. I don't remember. I think Rob was on. I was watching Rob stream a little bit.
You were watching Rob for a bit?
And then I think do you know what I did? I was setting up my spreadsheets, I think. And that's what I did too. Then late, it was late last night that I recorded those videos. That's what I did. I did the football videos last night. I did 2 of them. That's what I did last night. Then the first thing this morning, I tried to do the basketball, fought my way through that. And then I did the new football game with the new results for the Super Bowl. So I've been doing a lot of those today. I played offline. That other game I played offline. That was fun.
65 where Dale is. Yeah, it's warm here. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 40 degrees.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are 57 and raining right now.
You too.
57 on its way to 45 in the morning.
Yeah, it's about what we're expecting here too. So
73. It's muggy. It's
yeah.
wicked muggy out. You're a fan of the Spiders? Yes, that is fun. The Cleveland Spiders. Holy cow, those guys are. I think I've showed that, didn't I? I showed their record. I'll show it one more time while we're sitting here talking.
Because 20 and 134 is bad.
Yeah,
it's bad.
So let's see if I can call this up real quick. All right, so my Cleveland Spiders are 0-4 right now. So I've lost 4 games. Oh, that's all right. So let me show you the actual results. So let's see if I can show you guys this right here. I'll go share my screen. So when I'm talking about the what I'm playing here, I'm playing this this baseball game, and as you can see, this is 1899. Okay, this is the 1899 baseball season, and you can see Cleveland over here, the Cleveland Spiders. That's this was only the National League in baseball at the time. The Cleveland Spiders are 20 and 134. They were only 84 games out of first place. And so I decided I would play a season with the Cleveland Spiders to see how I would do, because I love playing as the terrible teams. So yeah. So that is your Cleveland Spiders. That is the team I'm working on. Oh, Mike, good to see you, Mike. How are you doing out there? Yeah, I heard your company's making some of the face shields now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Mike works in a hockey business. And so good to see you over there. Hopefully everything's going okay with the fam. I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I didn't have my season tickets this year. I didn't go back to Worcester. And they just were bad. There was just bad hockey, and we stopped going, so we didn't renew our season tickets. So, and Scott loves, I don't know if it's your voice or her voice. I'm not sure which one it is.
I'm definitely a male, so I'm assuming it's Madam Speaker. But here, Alexa, sing a song.
No, don't do that. I don't want to get any copyright infringements.
You can't get them for this.
Oh, Captain, take me with you. Take me on a journey. Oh, Captain, I beseech you. Take me open sea, trim the sails and brave the gales. Live for a hearty.
All right, turn it off. I don't want to get any copyright infringement. Serious, I just don't trust it. It's just that's all I need is to be shut down from going live because of Alexis singing a song or whatever her name is. Oh, I could put on some Steel Panther.
Yeah, because that won't get you shut down at all.
No, I can play Steel Panther all day long, and
there
nothing's
you go.
Gonna happen.
There you go. Sure.
So was it 10 days for Action PC Football? The new one's coming out?
23rd is when it's supposed to be out, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll be out on time. Hopefully they didn't back them up. Yeah, Sparks Hockey making medical face shields for all over the country. Chains Hour operates for shopping. It's the PPE gear. Good
for you.
Yep.
How you doing, Steve? We were just talking about the weather down in your neck of the woods. How much rain did you get out of those storms in Tennessee?
Tennessee got a tornado a few weeks ago.
They got one last night.
Oh, jeepers creepers. This has been nuts. We get no snow in the winter. We get a virus, and now we get tornadoes around the country. This has been something else. It really has.
I told you, a friend of mine in Austin, Texas, woke up on Easter morning to a tornado warning. There's a good way to start the day with a siren, right?
No thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I'll take the blizzard.
Yeah. At least with the blizzard, you can put your food outside and keep it cold, so you're not gonna lose everything. You know?
You can keep the beer cold there, Aunt Minnie.
Keep the beer cold too. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
We had a lot. Oh, cool. Yeah, just had a lot of tornadoes. That's just a scary night.
Oh, good to see Squeak jumping on. A couple of my friends out in the Worcester area coming on tonight. How's the weather out there? Hopefully it's not too bad. I know the inner part of the state was supposed to get it worse, as they always do. So we're just having a little chat here tonight like we do. We call it the support chat, where we come on and just try to just chat with people and see how everybody's doing in these crazy times right now. I don't think I even left the house today. I mean, it's raining out, so no sense. I didn't even do a walk today. No,
I didn't go. Sarah went out because the male person of the household had a weekend of droopy poopy, so we had to restock our supply of Pepto. Always good for a holiday weekend. Oh, you're not feeling well? Here you go.
I had a yucky belly today too myself. I don't know what it was.
I'm just making a lot of acid anyway, and so it's been churning. The school where he used to coach was decimated. Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh
Steve.
man. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it is kind of group therapy here. We just come on and we chat. We talk about different things. Sometimes we play funny videos on YouTube that we find. What was it last night? We were playing. We showed some
television videos. Those were
we were
fun.
playing Atari and television videos.
Oh, you didn't get the Atari plugged in. You were going to do that tonight.
Oh, it's on Steam.
Oh,
it's on Steam, but I haven't tried it out. I need to go and run a test to see if I could actually play here on StreamYard, or if I've had to do that separately. So that's something I want to check out. I still haven't get back to, I keep saying I got all this time in my hands. I should jump on and go back to like one of these big adventure games on Xbox or PlayStation, The Witcher or Skyrim or something, and just get lost in that and take my mind off of things. And I haven't done that. I've been really enjoying these sports games. I'm back into, rolling the dice and enjoying that. And that's just so fun. And it just, because you can go back in time and you play these old seasons, especially the hockey, because I'm a big fan of that. And you can play Orr and Esposito and Hodge and Cashman and all these guys, and these are the people I grew up with. So I really, really enjoy that. But I gotta go. I don't know. I think I'm on a hockey project, except for the Action PC. When I get that 1974 season, aside from that, I don't think I got any open hockey projects right now. I've been wrapping up my project, trying to go to the solo stuff.
Hi, hey. David. How are you? Yeah,
David, good to see you.
I've had it.
Yeah, we all get yucky belly. It happens. So I need an emulator for those Steam games. No, Robbie, I bought the Atari games, and they were $5-6, and you play them on Steam. So as long as I can screen capture or share that that application, I can stream it.
Any more puzzles?
I haven't done puzzles in a while. I was going to do puzzle last night, and I did the football videos instead. So the school was empty. Yeah. So that was the good side of this. Yep. I hear that. But no, I haven't done any more of the puzzles. There's still a couple left I could do, but they're getting more difficult. They really are. Yeah, Ken, that's what I was thinking about too. Everyday hockey player.
That was the one with that's the old Raj Gilbert, right?
The old Raj Gilbert game. Yeah, I have that. I just thumbed through that today too. Over here, I'm on my left. I got a whole file set up of all the games, the printed games, and that was one of them. So yeah, I should go back. That was fun. My only issue with that is that they have all their seasons are really old, and I like the really old stuff, but it tails off early.
It's a little before your wheelhouse.
It's just a tad before mine. So I think I was playing, I don't know if I was playing 71 or 73, but there's not too many more seasons beyond that. And I'd like to play my 70s and 80s. I really do. So I was playing Bruins Rangers, and it moved okay. I should go back to it and kick it around a little bit. When you flip the cards,
when you bought it, he'll buy it.
Yeah, I have to sit down and figure that out. But when you use the fast act, it was way quicker than the dice. When you roll the dice and look at the chart, you're like pulling your teeth out, you're pulling your hair out. But when you flip the card, it tells you exactly where to go and what's going on. And it makes the game so much faster. But my only concern with that game is that when you look at the graph of the chart, to score a goal, it's like way over here, this column, way over here, down over here. It's this tiny little area here that's red for a goal. And so you got to roll 3 dice, and you almost have to roll 666 every time to get a goal. It just felt like that to me, that every time I rolled, it was like, no goal.
Too bad the New Jersey Devils aren't there, because 666 would be perfect for the Devils.
It would. But I mean, you need to get in column 5 or 6 with the first dice, and then you need to be down around a little 12 with the other 2 dice.
He missed the joke. It went over his head.
I get it. It just wasn't a good joke. You're not even going to get a sound effect to that. Nothing.
Wow.
No,
do I have to go into Angry Ron again?
Oh, you might have to. You might have to bring the show. I got a dog right under my desk. He's hiding from the storm.
So, which one? The older one or the younger one?
Yeah, the younger one, mouth number 1. He's a big, tough guy till it rains, and then he's not a tough guy no more.
Yeah.
So I went to the Sunday night. What's today? Tuesday?
It's Monday, the 13th.
I knew it was Monday. So last night I was watching. That's what I did. I was watching some of the StreamYard, stream. They have the town hall every
the Sunday night town hall.
Yeah, 9:00. So I was watching that and making some comments to them in the whole bit. So I like those guys. Those are good guys.
Shield. $536-3.
29-30. I'd have a hard time finding that season anywhere. That's the thing.
NHL? Is that an NHL team?
Yeah, Pittsburgh Pirates are NHL. I don't know.
Don't you have that in Final Score?
I don't know if they go back that far. They might.
Well, they go back to like 1906.
Yeah, they might. It's Dunkin' Donuts.
Always worth the trip.
The Dunkin' Donuts hat.
Michael, Red Sox fan, one of my new followers. How you doing?
Hey, thanks for coming in, buddy. We're just having a little chat here tonight like we do.
Not related to Al, Red Sox fan.
That's pretty funny. That must be my siren.
I lost to a guy at an Napa hockey tournament who played the 29-30 Bruins.
Oof.
Who would be on there? Was Eddie Shore, or was that before him?
Oh, man. I don't know.
Who was on the 29-30 Bruins there, Gilles?
That would be maybe the goalie. Is it Tiny Thompson, the goalie? Maybe?
Wow.
Maybe. Let me check it out. See if I can find this out here. I'm on it, Jacket.
Yeah, because I know I beep in your ear every time I touch the keyboard. So,
all right. So we were looking at what, 1929-30?
Yes.
All right. Montreal Canadiens beat the Bruins in the Cup.
Of course we did, because
the
we're
Bruins.
superior.
All right. So in net was Tiny Thompson.
Nice. Good job.
Yep. My thing's all messed up here. Let me refresh the page. He played 44 games. All 44.
Oh, wow.
So the Bruins were 38-5-1.
That's a pretty good team.
Yep.
Tony Stevens.
All right. So we got Marty Barry, Bill Carson, Dick Clapper. Okay. Lionel Hitchman. Okay.
Clapper I've heard of.
Yeah. Actually, I never heard of this guy. 73 points. 73 points for Cooney Wheeland. Cooney Wheeland, a center, age 25, had 73 points for the Bruins.
So how was that broken down?
43 goals.
Wow, in 44 games?
In 44 games. Yeah, Dick Clapper had 41 goals in 44 games. He had 61 points. Dutch Gaynor, I think I've heard of Dutch. He had 31 assists for 49 points. Eddie Shore played 27 games.
Wow.
Eddie Shore. How many penalty minutes do you think he had in 42 games? Eddie Shore, how many penalty minutes do you think?
Go with 86.
Higher.
125.
Lower.
99.
Higher.
115.
Lower.
105.
Close enough. 109. 109.
Wow. And I forget that you're out in Oregon. We got 3 people on the West Coast that watch those live games. So Gilles had the 88-89 Flames and got beat by the 29-30 Bruins.
Wow.
So Mike Vernon.
Tiny Thompson was pretty good. Was that? No, Hank Brinzak was Mr. Zero. Brinzak was Mr. Zero. So, yeah, so there's a look at your 29-30 Boston Bruins.
Now, these are the type of things that we don't talk about on the Fortnite streams.
They beat the Maroons, who were the Maroons were the second best team in the league.
Yeah, Montreal.
And then the Montreal Canadiens were the third best team in the league. And let's see who they had. Howie Morenz.
Yeah.
Pitt Lapine, Ariel Gillette, and some other guys I don't know. Gus Rivers. And their goalies, they had 3 goalies. Wow, 3 goalies.
That's a lot.
A couple guys only played 1 game.
So today, 23 years ago today, was the last Hartford Whaler game in Hartford. I remember watching that one.
Oh, Raymond coming through with that. Nice job. Yeah, Thompson was pretty good. You know, it's just weird because you think back then and then, you know, they couldn't compete today, but back then that's when
they couldn't
competed.
even fall down on the ice.
Yeah.
I've seen a clip. narrated by Foster Hewitt, as a matter of fact. Like 32-33, a Leaf Canadiens game, done for a newsreel, and it's all sped up. And it just looks completely foreign to anything that we would associate with hockey today.
Who beat me at the convention?
No, I don't think he's talking to you.
Oh. The last game was on YouTube. All right.
I can't play Brass Bonanza because that would get copyrighted.
Yeah.
Yep. And I apologize for the F-bomb I dropped last night. He hit live. We were just kind of picking on each other, and I told him to sit on himself, essentially.
Ron was kind of a jerk last night. I got a lot of feedback from that. I really did.
You got one feedback.
That was Bobby.
It was Bobby Catalano, and she was laughing about it. Yeah.
She wasn't laughing at me. I got this long email.
From who? Your dog? Aloha.
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 Lost to Tony playing cards and dice.
So, when are you gonna try the blast again?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm intrigued now by Ken's challenge for me to go and play everyday hockey player and see what I can do with that. I really am.
Because I've enough of the games now that any modifications you might make would be cool.
Yeah, now that I've probably had a good 7 or 8 or 9 months since I've played that one.
Right.
I've played a lot and I've gotten used to some things, and I'm heavily into the dice games right now. So I mean, I should be able to do that pretty well. Yeah. In fact, I was going through my files and I thumbed on that. I was like, my thumb hit that. I was like, I should take this out again. Maybe I will tomorrow. Let's see what's happening tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Supposed to be 49 here tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, let's see if it's going to rain tomorrow. See if I can get out and walk. I usually go out. I'll walk in the rain myself, but not when it's like this. When it's whipping sideways and it's in your face, it's like, yeah, thanks.
On a good day, let alone.
Tomorrow's partly cloudy. I think it's going to, the rain's supposed to stop around midnight tonight. So hopefully we'll be okay.
Yeah. So speaking of your hat.
Yeah.
I actually had my first donut in a month today.
Oh, good for you.
She had to go, like I said, someone had the nasty little tummy thingy, so she went and got me that, and I haven't opened up the bottle yet, but that's okay, which means I feel better. And she says, do you want anything? And I'm thinking, well, can I get a box of crappy cereal to go along with the Wheaties and the healthy stuff that we've been eating? And no, I don't really want that. I said, you know what I want? Because it was a chilly, crappy day today. So I had a hot coffee. I said, you know what? I want a donut. I haven't had a donut all through this. She said, okay, I'll pick you up a donut. So she brought me a butternut donut, and that just tasted really, really
the butternut donut is good. Yeah, it's good for dunking in the coffee. It really is.
And so I didn't even put any flavor shots in the coffee today. It was just a good old-fashioned hot Dunkin' coffee. I
haven't had a donut jacket probably a month.
Yeah, it had been a month. I'm really trying because
my circumstances are different though, because I've been out of work. So when I would go to work first thing in the morning, I would pop in and get the coffee and either a sandwich or a donut. And I'd alternate.
We get the sandwiches once a week. She wants that, and she's an essential employee and she's doing all my care, so that's not an issue. But no, if I did 5 more donuts, Robbie, I'd be in the hospital. That's really not funny. One is fine. But dice rolling tray.
I have a tower, and I like it. I like my tower, and I modified it so I can even put my phone on it for a scoreboard. So I like my tower. It's nice and quiet because it's all the felt in there. I think it's the Hobby Zone one. But sometimes the trays are nice if you got to roll a lot of dice. Like there's some games that I play that I got to roll like 6 dice and they spill out because my tray's not that big.
Yeah, you do some of the things with the Roberto game. There's the Shaviti games. There's like one of the games you can use like 6 or 7, 10 ciders.
Yeah. So when I did that, I just had an app. There was one game I did that, and I forget which game it was. I don't know if it was the golf or the tennis. And I put it on my iPad and app my iPad. So I hit it and I rolled the dice and it totaled it up for me too. I was like, okay, good. I was like, good. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
We don't have Krispy Kreme up here. And the local bakery didn't stay open. So if you want a pastry like that, that pretty much is your choice. Kenny, when you're working out, just as a general curiosity, how many calories a day are you burning and how many are you eating? Kenny, by the way, I'll brag on him a little bit. He is a participant in the World Transplant Games, or has been in the past. And I think he's still doing some stuff in the world's, for senior games too, because Kenny's just got a couple of weeks on you and I in the age column. So what do you do, Kenny? When the American senior games used to be in the town I lived in. Is it even civilized? Yes. Dave's been to Burlington. You call us civilized up here. Barely.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's full of 20-year-old college girls, if you call that fine.
Yes.
It was difficult, because I'm up there and I'm there to visit my friend. I'm not up there, for anything else, but I'm up there visiting my friend. And, I get all these 20-year-old college chicks. They're all looking at me like I'm a TV dinner, for crying out loud. It was very awkward, very awkward.
So we're looking to see if you had an American Express card. They weren't looking at you. Larry's back. He just finished a 82 game St. Louis 6-3 over Atlanta. Gene Garber blows a 3-1 lead in the 8th. Steve Bedrosian gives up 3 in the top of the 10th. Keener with a win and Bruce Sutter with a save. So that will do it tonight for Atlanta Braves baseball. Andy Griffith, followed by the overnight movie Tales of Iwo Jima. To next on TBS. Next Braves game tomorrow night, 7:40, followed by Georgia Championship Wrestling. Bobby the Brain Heenan beats up Mean Gene Okerlund.
That was Status Pro?
Status Pro. And he looks to waste 1,000 calories a day.
Oh, good for you.
You've got a Krispy Kreme down where you are, right? Or no?
We did. I don't know if we still do, but we did.
What about Honeydew? I see the ads for those in the Red Sox games, and it's the same color scheme as Dunkin' Donuts. So
yeah, we got a few down there. I don't go out of my way for that stuff because I can't anymore. Really, I got to stay away from that. So I mean, but there's a Dunks here, so I'll grab a donut every once in a while. But so yeah, so that Larry thing about the game, that's why we play. It's fun. It's just so fun. So here's my this is my game I did today. Dave's Classic Rewind. 1971-72. I don't know if I showed this already, but this is the Milwaukee Bucks and the Buffalo Braves. And this is just fun. Look at this. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 38 points. He was playing for the Bucks at this point. And over on the left, you see the scores. Right out of the gate, the Bucks took a 34-29 lead. They led by 12 at the half. By the end of the third quarter, they were cruising, and then they finished up with a 19-point win? Is that what that is?
Yes.
So that's how the game went. And I like this game. I do. I just keep messing up the stats. I had to go and adjust a couple of things.
Loaded. The Robertson there is Oscar Robertson.
I think he had like 12 rebounds, 12 assists, I think he did. I don't have the assists on here, but he had a ton of assists. So
Milwaukee's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what place they finished in, but that was my replay. I rolled some dice, and that was my game today. And I just sat at the table after dinner doing that, and it's harmless fun. But it was, and then you get to share it. So I put it on the Digital to Dice page, and shared that. So if you want to check that out,
I wouldn't get any donut chip through Amazon because it wouldn't be fresh by the time it got here.
Yeah, just go to the store and get it.
We're two. By the way, in the last 2 days, when we hit 200. Saturday. It wasn't a nice recreation we did for the Open. That actually sounded pretty good when I heard that. And we're at 210 this morning.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, we get all excited with 200 people in our group, and I just enjoy it. I mean, it's fun just to show people what we're doing and help people out with certain things.
Let's get Kenny in trouble, shall we? Let's get him in trouble. Did Masters track at most of the transplant games? Now transitioning to cycling, which was my original sport when I was young. Just bought a new pro bike. It's currently hidden from the wife for obvious reasons at his training partner's house. Shh.
Nice. Is that one of those? Is it the Peloton there?
That's right.
You remember that commercial? All the heat that girl got for doing that
Oh,
commercial. She's just
what
like, oh, that's my first day, and I'm all excited. Everybody got all over her. The poor girl.
Oh, the woman, poor little woman, like she was trapped on the thing. It was the look on her face.
But it's just like she's just like, here I am, and it's like, what's the big deal? She wanted an exercise bike. The guy got an exercise bike. My neighbor has one. What's the big deal? If you want it, great. If it saves you from especially now with what's going on, you couldn't go to the gym. So you'd wish you had one of these. Now's the time they should be selling them.
Those things go for what, a couple thousand?
Yeah, they're like $2,200, $2,500. There's probably all kinds of different things you can put on it, probably different screens. And because I had a NordicTrack elliptical for the longest time, and it was just kind of a basic one. And I think it was like, by the time I get done with that, I think it was like a $800 to $1,000, I think, for that.
One running thing early on in the digital screen era that you could download certain running courses per se, and so the data matched it. So if you were going up a 3% incline on the screen,
oh yeah, all that stuff's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if some of the cycling things there, you can get on the screen and cycle on beaches and stuff, and just follow along on the beach. It's quite amazing. That Peloton thing, I think you do the classes, and they see you,
Yes.
and you see them, and it's all in real time. And so
That's
yeah.
awesome. By the way, Kenny's been doing some of the track cycling.
I saw that.
Virginia games. I have them. I'm figure out how to incorporate them. But yeah, that was fun. So good for you. Now we have the Kenny, were you up here for that when you startled my wife and I last year? Were you up here for the bike races? Was that around Labor Day? We do in town, Dave, right? No reason for shaming. Absolutely. We do a road course race here in the city on Labor Day itself. It's like a mile lap. And so there's like 50 from junior novice to seniors to top flight. What passes for because you bought a real bike 20 mile to race. Oh, cool. To top level time trial racers. And so they do the bottom part of Church Street, which you were on, and some of the other pothole roads. And another day that weekend, they do a 50-mile bike ride through the mountains from the ski areas. And so it's just gorgeous. I'm not sure how much of the mountains.
When I was there, when we were in the hotel, they had all these bikes that were getting rented.
That's right.
You took a credit card and swiped it through on the bike.
Day weekend. That's right.
Yeah, and then all these people were running around with their bikes and rented bikes and the whole bit. One guy couldn't get his card to work, so he has his wife and his 2 kids on bikes, and one of the bikes wouldn't go because he couldn't get it to work, and they're on the phone trying to get it to work, and he was like, it was all bummed out because the 3 of them got ready to go, and the 4th one wouldn't go, and he was all bummed out.
They've been doing it up here for, it's where I used to live, so at least 20 years. And so it's fine. We go and sit and watch for a little bit. Sarah's usually has to work Labor Day, so we can't sit too long, but it's an all-day thing, and it's pretty much all class levels. You're going to be sore.
Yeah, Steve. We had the. I had that for years, and I used it too because when I would go to the gym, that's the only thing I would use. So I used it quite a bit. I think we bought it. Cheap as I don't know, 10 or 12 years ago, and it was just in the last couple of years. Neither one of us used it, and it was kind of awkward the way we had it. It's like so we was like, it's taking up a lot of space in the spare room. And she wanted the room for some other things. So she does like a little bit of exercises. So she wanted the whole room. So okay. So I disassembled it and we get rid of it. And it's like I couldn't get it out of the room. They assembled it in the room, so I couldn't get it out.
Really?
Yeah, it would have been it was real heavy. So
how much extra did it cost to have it assembled?
It was all part of the package. I got a steal on that. I don't know what it cost, but it was over $1,000. And I think I found 3 coupons and they all stacked. And I got like $500 or $600 off this thing. I want to say I got it between $700 and $800, maybe even less.
That's a great price.
And it was the delivery and the whole bit. So, and I liked it. I liked the elliptical. I really did. It was kind of clunky in the area it was. So now I get the gym up the street here. I mean, they're shut. So I go up there and I do the elliptical there. I like the Rowan machine. I really do.
We have those in the building here, but our community room is shut. So Kenny's coaching the kid that's going to race. So the mountain race or the the time trials here in town. And we'll have to make sure if it's the time trials that we get down to see you. And then we'll know who Kenny is. So he won't startle me and my wife screaming across the street.
Did Kenny comment on the jersey yet?
No, I don't think we talked about the jersey tonight, as a matter of fact. Was that Nordique's? That's Nordique's colors. Was that there? That would have been interesting, though, that Quebec would have had a farm team in Ontario. Who was Cornwall?
At the time, this was 94, 95 that I knew Cornwall, and they had the smallest American Hockey League rink at the time. I think it was like 2,000 to 3,000. It was for an American League team that was small because Worcester was playing at the Centrum, and Manchester joined, and they had the 10,000 seat Verizon Center. So Cornwall came in, and it was 2,000 or 3,000 people. It was tiny. I mean, even Adirondack. They went to Adirondack once, and they were, I want to say they were at least 4,000. They were a lot like Lowell. If anybody ever went to
4,000 or 5,000. Glens Falls for years.
Lower bowl only.
Glens Falls for years hosted the Upstate New York Basketball Championships, or the New York State Basketball Championships, Sweet 16. And so there was a lot of good college talent that played every March in Glens Falls. Road race time trials. Okay, so the time trials are here. So Tabletop Delaware is going to do some Glory Days boxing. That's awesome.
Nice. I saw Al. I think we talked about this last night. Al was playing the boxing game.
Oh, it was over. Yeah.
Got it all set up. Got the ring, got the players, got the stats up. Had the spreadsheet over here if everything's going to happen. And he rolled one roll of the dice. And he's like, match is over. Knockout.
What did I get today from Roberto? That's.
Oh, it was the Nordiques junior farm team. I mean, they have all the same colors and stuff, so I imagine it was the Nordiques, but I wasn't sure back in the day. Because 94, the Nordiques were still here in 94, I think, right? I think they left in 95.
Yeah.
I think that's when the Nordiques left.
The last year. They made it. Their last game, I believe, was a playoff game against the Rangers.
Yes, yeah. They lost to the Rangers, yep. You know what's weird, too, is So I was talking to Al on email, and I forget what he sent me, but he asked me, and then I get back. So I asked him if he had the Strat PC basketball. Where do you get the backgrounds? I said, I'm hoping to pick that up at some point. And then I got thinking, where the heck did I even pick up the backgrounds to the hockey game? Because if something ever happened, I had to re-download. I have no idea where I got the hockey game backgrounds. And I think I got them off the strathockey.net. I think that's where I got them.
I would imagine that you did.
Strat-hockey.net. So I went there, and they were there.
That's awesome, Kitty. Looking forward to it.
Cool, nice.
My hometown. Dave Little.
Oh, good to see Dave come in. Thanks for the kind words the other day on your show, Dave. That was much appreciated. But so now I'm thinking, if I get this basketball game, where the heck am I going to find the backgrounds for the basketball game? So he sent me a link, and I got all the retro ones. And I think there was a Buffalo Braves.
There should be. I got the actual PC cord, but I don't think it's the same as the Strat cord.
No, it's different. You have the Braves Action PC cord?
Sure, I do.
Where do you get those now?
People ask, and it's just stuff I've accumulated over the years. I believe all that stuff is at sportreplays.net.
All the backgrounds?
Yeah, the backgrounds, the cords.
There was another site like PC Ballparks, and they're gone now.
You can find all the pictures, though, on the Wayback Machine.
Okay.
Because everything is archived.
Okay.
And so, in fact, that's how I got, believe it or not, the link for the 78 player photos, which I'm using.
Yep.
Came from there. They're still on MediaFire. And so the link worked, and I was able to get them for that and not have to use the generic massive package one. So you can always use the Wayback Machine as long as they're uploaded someplace, the pictures are there. The other thing, because you have, you need 5 gigs on your hard drive, which isn't that much, is on the OOTP Steam Workshop. you can get the massive ballpark thing and move those pictures over.
Oh
too.
yeah, okay.
Too.
But see, I don't use the player pictures.
No, I was talking about the ballparks.
Oh yeah, that'd be massive. I like to pick and choose though, because I only play so many parks.
Do you remember Dave Brown?
I don't know.
Apparently not.
Nope. Do you know what I did watch? Whoever brought this up last night, I did watch the the Road to 0-26.
Oh, that was me. How was it?
I watched. It was weird. It picked up in the second season. I thought it would show more of the first season, and then it just showed everything in that second season. How they lost, and they weren't losing badly though. In year two, they said
No, they
they had a
better team at 77.
good defense, no offense. I mean, they lost games 10-0, 13-0, 13-3. There was a couple games that got smoked, but for the most part, their defense kept them in it.
Steve, I'll catch you in the morning, buddy. PC Ballpark, Robbie. PCBallpark.com.
I will have to check that. But the was I just talking about the jacket? The
0-26 Buccaneers.
oh, that the Bucks, yeah. So it followed a couple clips from every game, and then it went to the Saints game. Oh my gosh, it showed. I think it was 7 or 8 minutes of that Saints game. The Saints were bad that day. I mean, Tampa Bay was up and coming, and you knew they were eventually going to win because they weren't getting blown out really, except against the superstar teams. And holy cow, the defense, which hadn't scored a touchdown, I think, in their existence, scored 3 touchdowns that day.
I believe that's the game that got Hank Stram fired.
3 interceptions.
Whoa!
Returned for touchdowns. Yep. And then the kicker was Green, I think, and he was a straight on kicker. He was terrible. I think he was like 1 for 3 or 2 for 3 on field goals, short field goals too, And I forget what the final score
that
was. But
Capricious kaput, right? Because that was too funny.
yeah, Capricious kaput. Yeah, no, this is Green, Dave Green, I think it was.
Dave Brown was a thug for the Flyers in the 80s.
I did not know that. So let me check that final score if I can see it. The schedule. So that was the last week of the regular season, no, second to last week. So
Larry
that
said
was
this on YouTube.
33-14. Yeah, they crushed them. 33-14. Tampa Bay won, and then they turned around. They won the next week too, 17-7 against St. Louis Cardinals. So they won their last 2 games. And St. Louis was a 500 team. That's a good deal. Oh, New Orleans was 3-11, so that would make perfect sense.
33-14.
Yeah,
right? You said,
yeah, 33-14, and then 17-7. So they won their last couple of games. I just looked it up. I did too, Larry. I was watching the 0-26 Ron told me about. There was a condensed version of that game, and boy, New Orleans was just bad.
just a couple.
Dave, you think there was a couple of goons on the Flyers? There was. So Dave, I don't know if you saw. Let me share this with Dave because Dave didn't see it earlier. But Dave, I am playing some old school basketball here that you would probably appreciate. So, yeah. So let me just show. I mean, you guys have already seen it, but Dave Little hasn't seen this yet. So yeah. So here's my game. I played the Milwaukee Bucks and the Buffalo Braves, 1971-72, which is right up your alley. And this was my results playing regular season basketball. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 38 points to lead everybody. In fact, I think he almost won the game by himself. So this was one I rolled offline. I think I did. Was it Buffalo and LA? I did online, but I did this one offline today just to see how it worked out. And they got crushed 113-94. It's a fun game. I'm enjoying this particular game, regular season basketball. I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, I did a video on it too, but I did offline today. So some of these names, Robertson, Ron said was pretty good. I don't know anybody on the Braves.
Walt Hazard, right? Dave Little? That the Hazard? Walt Hazard? Yeah, that's the only name I know.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Oscar Robertson, Bobby Dandridge, Lynn McLaughlin. What
was
now,
fun about this
I
game
got a
was
question
fun.
for you.
Okay.
You went to bad teams.
Yeah.
Now you've done the SEALs and you've done the Scouts. Talking hockey now, obviously. Would you do the 73-74 Caps, which might have been the worst team of all time?
Oof.
Would they go 9? They won 9 out of the 80, right? Or 77? Or yeah, Walt Hazard. Okay, so that Elmore Smith and Randy Smith. Walt Hazard played for Southern or UCLA. Yeah, that Robertson guy is kind of like Wagner, Dave. He's just okay.
Stop it.
No,
Capitals were 8.
Too early for Ernie DeGregorio. Yeah, Ernie was still at Tennessee, or Providence. I'm sorry. Stop it. Oscar Robertson was one of 2 players in NBA history to average a triple-double for a season. So 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. And he did it in 61-62, the year that Wilt averaged 50 a game. If I was ever to do a full retro basketball replay, it would be that year. The races aren't close.
Yeah.
But by God, was there some huge individual talents. You imagine having anybody average 50 points a game?
Yeah.
So you
All
would.
right, so the Capitals were 8, 67, and 5.
Yes. I mean, they are the metaphysical equivalent of the 1899 Cleveland Spiders.
Even Kansas City won 15 games that year.
Who the hell did Washington beat?
Well, let's take a look and see who they won against. The Chicago Blackhawks early in the season. Their 4th game, 4-3. Imagine that. They lost to the Rangers, the North Stars. They tied the Kings, and then they beat the Blackhawks. And that was October 17th. They didn't win again until a month later when they beat the Seals.
Okay.
And then they didn't win again for another month. They were winning 1 a month. They beat the Loops 3-1.
Yay! That's the one you should replay.
Yep, they beat the Loops 3-1. And then they didn't win for almost another month. They won 3 in January. They beat the Red Wings. They beat the Rangers 7-4. And then they shut out the Scouts. And then they won 2 in, what was that, February? No, I'm sorry. None in February, I don't think. One. They won 1 or 2 in February. Then they beat the Seals again, and then they beat the Penguins to finish the season, in case you're wondering. But yeah, imagine that. 8 wins.
8 wins.
867 and 5.
There you go.
That'd be an interesting one to do.
I mean, obviously you would want to do every game of that, but just kind of curious because that. And for the worst basketball team ever, I think was what the 72-73 Sixers. I think they went 9-74 or something like that.
Well, let me check it out because I was playing 71-72, and that's ABA. They always have what's going on with the ABA? Nothing. All right, so oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm sorry, Jock. I'll get this in 1 second.
Excuse me.
That's all right. All right, so my Buffalo Braves were 22-60 in 19.
Which is still bad.
Still bad. The Trailblazers were 18-64, so they only had 18 wins. So they lost 4 more than the Braves. But I still like the Braves because I don't know anybody on the Braves, and I never heard of the Braves, so I like the Braves. Look at the Cincinnati Royals. I never heard of them either. All right, so you said what season now?
I think 72-73 Sixers.
All right, the Sixers were 30-52. So they won 30 games in 71.
Okay.
Okay. If I go to 72, the Sixers were 9-73.
There you go. There you go.
And the Braves won 21 that year.
Improvement.
So the Braves went from they won 22 that year.
Oh.
So they were even worse in 72-73.
Can you imagine? Because the Sixers were not an expansion team that year too. They got the #1 draft pick and they selected Doug Collins. Dave Little told me that. I did not know that.
Kansas City Omaha Kings. That's different.
Yeah, that's the old Royals. We talked about this last night.
So who did they have on the team? The Sixers, Bill Bridges, Fred Carter, Leroy Ellis. Manny Leaks, John Block. I don't know any of these guys.
Yeah, I don't know any of them either.
Who's in net?
Who's in net? Oh yeah, wrong sport.
The goalie was terrible.
Goalie gave up 115 points a game. That's just horrible goalkeeping.
Robbie, I think about taking it on, but the thing is, depending what game I played, it'd be really hard to, play a 76 or 78 game season.
That would not be one that I would do a full season on. But you seem to like those sad sack teams. But maybe you could do like one game against the Rangers or the Red Wings. I wouldn't have you beat the Seals with them. That would be cruel. P-Jet would get mad at me.
P-Jet would be all upset.
That's right.
If I beat the Seals. I have to think about it. Maybe I could do a game somewhere.
Yeah, not obviously a whole one, but that is the worst hockey team in modern times.
Thing is, though, I don't know anybody on that team, so if I tried to broadcast it, I would be stumbling over myself.
They got his number retired.
The Capitals?
Yeah. It's a European name.
Who would be?
So if you go look at their retired numbers.
All right, let me check it out here. Let's see. Langway.
Yes, traded from Montreal for a bucket of warm spit.
So they got Yvonne LeBert.
I'm thinking LeBert, but go ahead. That would not be European. But
Rod Langway. Dale Hunter. Really? Dale Hunter? And Mike Gardner.
So it's LeBert.
Yep. So they got 4 of them up there.
And obviously, Ovi will be there in time.
Yeah, whenever he wants.
Right.
Yeah, maybe pick 2 opponents they could have beaten but lost to. Okay. But they beat the Rangers, Maple Leafs, and Blackhawks. Those are original 6 teams.
Right.
So that's some good wins.
Wasn't that the last year? Ora was healthy that year too, right? So you could always just do it as a Bruins just pounding the crap out of the game.
I could, because I have a couple 74 seasons going. Yeah, I do. My luck, I would pile 65 shots and lose,
If it wasn't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all.
That's right. So
what's your shirt say?
It's Midnight Madness. We did a few years ago, we did a Saturday night Midnight Madness tour where we played from like 9 to midnight. It was kind of fun.
Oh, nice. On the ice or roller?
Roller hockey. We went upstairs and I said, let's do something at night. It was summertime. It was nice. We went up and it was just really weird playing that late at night, because we haven't played that late. But it was a good time, though. We had fun. We want to do it again. So we're going to come back. Once we get the green light to go, we're going to come back with all kinds of things, once we're up and running, if we can, if things go, back to normal or whatever. So that is the plan. But, well, what do you think about wrapping us up here, Ron?
Sounds fine.
All right. So I want to thank everybody for tuned in tonight to a little support chat again tonight. Let's just see what's going on everybody's mind on this day. I don't even know what day it was. Ron says it's Monday. I'll take his word for it.
It's the 13th.
Monday. It's Monday the 13th. It's better than Friday the 13th.
Yes. So it's Monday all day.
So we survived the storm here. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hopefully somebody in the community will be on later on tonight. I don't think I got any more videos today. I've had a busy couple of days with videos. With the football and the basketball, and then this here. So maybe tomorrow I'll try to get some of that Atari stuff up. That could be kind of fun. Do that. If I can get it working with here, it'd be kind of fun because I could actually play it while we're streaming. You guys could cheer me on or boo me on or whatever it was.
That golfer with the limp noodle club.
Oh, that was funny. You guys could watch me hack my way, see if I could get on the green in 30. That was brutal. That was fun. I'll have to practice tonight. So anyway, everyone, thank you for tuning in tonight. Hopefully we'll see everybody tomorrow night. Everybody stay safe, and hopefully things will start turning around for us all very soon.
Absolutely.
I'm Dave. For Ron, joining us. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.